Thanks.
Ja, aber du hättest halt wenn du jetzt einen Van oder einen Camper hast, so an der Uni, im Hörsaal oder in verschiedenen. Die sehen auch ganz gut aus.
Nass ist nicht, oder?
Nein, der Felsen an sich nicht, aber es kann trotzdem sein, dass die Leisten schmieren, weil wir und auch die Umgebung irgendwie transpirieren wie verrückt.
Voll, ja. Das ist echt super schwül.
Genau,
das sind sogar Jogspuren.
Das, was ich kenne, ist halt hier direkt gerade hoch. Eine Route und ich glaube die Kante ist 60, 7 irgendwas. Obwohl das auch mal spannend ist bei den tschechischen Bewertungen.
Ja.
7 schöne Weg. Und das könnte manchmal aber auch alles sein, je nachdem von wann es ist.
Da sind ja sogar Bolts.
Ja.
Das ist ja schön. Geilen Griffe, das ist ein Wahnsinn. Echt unglaublich.
Also Leisten und Bänder und Knüppel und Löcher und Kram und jeder davon ist eigentlich relativ scharf.
Ja.
Man ist halt auch klein.
Es erinnert mich ein bisschen an Granit, weil es halt auch so ein bisschen rau ist.
Ja.
Und bei Granit macht das halt auch. Der bleibt halt auch noch drauf, auch wenn schon ein paar Leute zugesetzt sind. Im Gegensatz zum Kalk. A little bit of commentary to this rather amazing climb which I tried here. Now we are on the Czech side of things, over the German border or the Czech border, yeah, respectively, because that's basically the same. But anyway, this is Czech limestone this time, and as you can see the rules are a bit looser here. You can use chalk, and there is also routes which are, you know, belayed in a sport climbing way with bolts. The only thing is that still, although there are bolts, it's kind of scary, you know. They only used as little bolts as possible, you know. They only used so many bolts as are absolutely necessary so that you don't kill yourself. So as you can see, I'm just getting the first bolt in, which is about like 7 meters above the ground or something. Not that easy climbing actually until there, and yeah. Exactly, as you can see now, we're starting off with a pretty big move with the right hand, and because of that it's really crucial that you actually get the first bolt in before you try this move, you know, because it's kind of sketchy already. So yeah, big move, right hand. Look at these features, man. I mean, look at these sandstone pillars on the left side, and also just this huge sandstone block, this kind of rectangle which you're, you know, climbing through, straight through the middle basically, where the only holes are situated. So yeah, from a scenery, I think this is hard to beat that, you know. And the only thing, you know, with the conditions, it was kind of humid, pretty humid actually, and as you can see that the rock is a little bit dark at some spots, and this is indicating a high, you know, moisture content, a high water content, because that's what this sandstone does. It's get a little bit darker, but it doesn't really get wet, you know, because it's kind of porous and it can actually take a lot of water. But yeah, another big move here, right hand into this bad undercling side pull there, and now stepping really far to the right, and here I'm making a mistake in this on-site attempt, that I didn't step right enough. There's another foothold like 10 centimeters even more to the right, and if I would have stepped this one, I could have matched with my left foot and could have done this move probably. So now, yeah, taking a pretty substantial fall here, as you can see, but yeah, that's how it goes on this kind of climbing. Very few bolts, very run outy, and so if you fall, you're gonna take some longer falls, you know. Now I did it right, leaving some space for my left foot, matching with my left foot, and getting my both hands actually up onto these super slopey and greasy feeling edges, from which you have to get the second one in. And it feels kind of scary as well, because yeah, as you can see, you're already quite high up there, especially with your left foot. I even have to switch hands here because my right hand would get too pumped even if I would have continued to try clipping with the left one. So there we are, below this big hole up there, and here I'm already figuring out, yeah, probably it's gonna be a dyno, you know, from these bad edges into this big hole. But since I didn't know where it's good, where I have to catch it, I just paused here for a second and checked that out first. Alright, so now that I figured out where to hit it, here's the dyno. It's not that big of a deal actually. I think it could go even statically if you're tall enough. And now begins a really cool, you know, pumpy, power endurance sequence to this little belly up there, from which you basically have to climb into this slab kind of thing. And it's not that hard anymore from a single move perspective, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can run yourself into problems here really quickly, you know. Doing a couple of wrong moves here will cost a lot of energy, and you could actually give away the ascent still there. After this belly up there, it's actually basically over. You have one huge run out, and then it finishes off with some easier climbing. So yeah, let's check out how this goes down. You know, a lot of high stepping actually. Here you get the third quick draw in. You know, one practical thing about this kind of setting style is that you don't have to carry a lot of quick draws up, you know, because there are not a lot of bolts anyway. And also cleaning the route is really simple, because you might have only 5 draws on a 30-meter piece or something. So yeah, saves a lot of time. Here you got the last big move actually, which I fell on here on the onside, because you don't really see above this belly where you have to hit this edge. As you can see here, with a technically more refined solution, I would say, doing this kind of back step, now having the time to sort my fingers in and grabbing it properly. And yeah, then you get a good pocket with your right hand, from which you can basically stand up onto this ledge and then start finishing the route off, you know. But I mean, yeah, if you look at this now, like maybe 1.5 meters above the last quick draw, and if we speed this footage up a bit here, we go up pretty high until we're able to, you know, get the 4th quick draw in actually. So here you're basically, I don't know, already 15 meters or something above the ground, and you've used basically 3 quick draws, you know, to get there. Now you're getting the 4th in. Here's another example of this kind of psychological belaying of the Czech side of the Elbtal, so to say, in this really prominent sandstone sector here. This time we are looking at an 8A, so a little bit harder than before, and yeah, again, we've got a huge way, a big long way to the first bolt, you know. First of all, over all these easier meters, these blocks which are lying down here, which get you up like to 7 meters above the ground or something, and then, as if that was not enough, you know, you actually have to climb 2 meters of the actual face of the wall as well until you reach the first bolt. So you know, this is really kind of scary, and I can really say that this rock is just super amazing to climb on, and despite that, I'm pretty sure that this crack will never really get popular, you know. You really have world-class climbing here, world-class moves going on this beautiful sandstone rock, but you know, a lot of people are not gonna try this simply because it's too dangerous for them, and understandably so, because you know, if you look at this first bolt here, if you fall there, you're definitely in the death zone, you know. So, and by the way, I think this is also a lot more dangerous than the free soloing that I did just recently, because here you actually have to do quite hard moves to get to the first bolt, you know. These first 2 meters on the slightly overhanging face there, they are not so easy. You've got pinches there and crimps and stuff like that, so you really have to be careful that you don't slip off, especially you know on this kind of humid day that it was back then. But yeah, once you get the first bolt in and you're basically safe, you can really start to enjoy it, and yeah, these moves, I tell you, they are really enjoyable. But yeah, you can see yourself. great day comes to an even greater end. The sun is going down above the Elbe river, and yeah, gotta say, damn, what a cool area, man. Beautiful landscape, beautiful, tasty climbing, man. This sandstone, good stuff. Definitely gotta come back. I want to say give out some special thanks to Michael for showing me around, showing me all this. And now I think I'm gonna prepare some post-workout meal, enjoy this nice evening a little bit more, and then we're gonna head to Leipzig and see how cool it is there. Let's see. I hope you're having a great one too, and maybe see you soon in Leipzig.